Hi Capricorn, welcome to your monthly tarot reading with me, Raphael Ray from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining me. I just want to say I'm apologising for being late with these videos. It's just been a bit of a crazy month. So I would like to call into both of these decks all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray, excuse me, that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good, as always. Okay, so your actions and your interactions with the world at large. Ooh, okay, awesome. You get the Two of Cups. True love. You get the, you know, and it's not just about true love. I mean, it's love in general, actually, and it's true love and it's partnership. It's about commitment. And it's about being true in your commitment. It's about being honest and open in your commitment and saying, you know what, I choose to align myself with this, with you, with that person, with this experience. And when this falls in your actions and your interactions is about how you approach life. It's about how you do life through the guise of the card that comes through. And the thing is, excuse me, when you see the Two of Cups, it talks heavily about, like I said, it's about commitment. It's about making the choice to commit to something. It's about making the choice to be involved with something. It's about making the choice to really, it's about making the choice. Very much so. 2 is the number of partnership. It's the number of reciprocation. It's the number of balance. It's the number of, of partnership, of completion, of finding the true mirror for self. And this is the whole thing as well. You know, when you meet a soulmate, they're not your carbon copy. They are your mirror. They are everything about you that is other, and vice versa. You know, that's how it works. You know. Interesting as well, because this kind of, it harks to the Lovers card, to the Libra card, to the High Priestess. It's got, you know, quite a lot of feelers out into many cards here, which is, I find really interesting. It's quite heavy on the symbology, this card. But your actions and your interactions this month is very much you getting in touch with the spirit of communication. Now, the interesting thing, communication with commitment. The interesting thing is Capricorns tend to do things on their own. You know, the Capricorns don't wait for anybody else to do for them what they can do for themselves. They have a sense of duty. They have a sense of understanding of what needs to be done to get to where they want to be. They very rarely rely on anybody else, which is why when they do, and that reliance is met with shortcomings, or with not necessarily when people fail them, but when they have that experience of, right, okay, I'm going to open myself up, I'm going to trust you to be there for and with me, and then that person comes along and either doesn't try or doesn't succeed. It's like, okay, well, this is why I do things for myself on my own. But I don't see you having, I feel like you're really opening your heart this month. I feel like you're really just meeting life and saying, actually, you know what, I'm going to collaborate. I'm going to share this experience. I'm going to seek other experiences with someone else. This isn't about me. I want it now to be about us. Beautiful place for a Capricorn to be, because it's about you finding some way of really opening your life to partnership. And that's never a bad thing. Come on. Okay, so your money and your materials. You've got the 6 of Swords. Now, this is actually really great. The Six of Swords card is better than the 8 of Cups, because they both represent walking away from something. But the thing is, with the 8 of Cups, it represents like an emotional imbalance that's left because of it. The Six of Swords literally just talks about better times. You know what? I'm leaving this behind and this experience that I've had, and I'm heading towards better things. So your actions and your interactions see you collaborating. They see you being honest and open with what you want and what you need. They see you saying, actually, do you know what? I'm stronger with somebody else than I am on my own. And then your money and your materials, up until very recently, will have been quite difficult, will have been quite tight. You know, you had Saturn in the 12th, which has just literally destroyed everything. And now that Saturn's in your own sign, you know, he's home. He's, you know, the Lord of responsibility and the Lord of structure, of building real things that really, really last, is home. He's in the sign of Capricorn, and he's like, yeah, okay, now I'm home, I've got all this experience, I've got all this wisdom, and now I'm going to do something solid and concrete with it. And you get the Six of Swords, which is saying that that difficult period with finances, with finances in relationships as well, when you start to couple these together, that's now going to start to be a thing of the past. And from this month onwards, you're really going to start to see an improvement in finances. It's going to, you know, you're going to start having the experience where you haven't just got enough to do what you need to do, but you've actually got enough to put a little bit aside as well. You know, the Six of Swords, sorry, my eye. The Six of Swords is that experience. You know, it's that experience of moving away from the difficult times and going on to better stuff, finding yourself, you know, going towards better waters. So really awesome. The difficulties in terms of your money and your materials and your financial aspect is going to be a thing in the past from here on in, which is lovely. Your communications. Look at that. You got another 6 and the 6 of Wands as well. I mean, this is stunning. This is victory. This is the success. This is the yes. If you have a yes, no, you know, if you've got a yes, no question, this is the victory. This is the success. It's the yes that you want. It's the yes that you want to hear. So your communications is just that. And this talks about how you communicate with the people that you love and know, how you communicate with the world at large, actually. You've got 2 6s here. So that's obviously what 6. 6 is the number of the home, the half. It's the number, it's a very Cancerian number. And so therefore it deals with the home, it deals with security, it deals with the union of masculine and feminine energy. Now, how amazing is that? So you've got the 2 there, which is the partnerships, the linking. You've got the 6 of Swords here, which is, again, you know, this number 6 is the union of masculine and feminine energy. So you're following that, and this is the improvement of communicate, your interactions with people, especially on a financial level. And it's also improvement in your own financial world. Your finances then get a boost because you've got this open communication. You've got this open dialogue that's kind of generating more prosperity, generating more wealth. This is also you coming up with an idea for Capricorns this month that have an idea for a home-based business. Wait until the 18th of April, but this is absolutely the time to do it. This is absolutely the time to go for it. In true fashion, as it seems to be for the Capricorn, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it, and it will yield results that you just can't anticipate at the moment. You know, when I see this, it really, for me, this spells foundations. You are laying the foundations this month. For any of you that want to build or start a home-based business, Mercury's retrograde until the 15th, but goes direct then. The new moon in Aries will be on the 16th, so please wait. It's usually about 2 to 3 days after the new moon, just so that you can, that's the time to really sow the energy. So around the 18th, 19th of April, that's the time to start your business. Whatever home-based business, because 6 is your home as your power base as well. Whatever home-based business you have an idea from or working from home, that will be the time to implement it. But the results are really strong, they're really powerful, and I see you having communications and talking to the right people, to people that are in power, to people that are really going to be able to facilitate your best and brightest. You know, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Your heart and your half, your emotions. Okay, so your emotional communications, your interactions with your lover, partner, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, you know, for those of you that are single. So for those of you that are partnered, this is, you know, Capricorns are really sharp of the mind anyway. You know, outwitting them is not an easy task, I have to say. And there are few signs that are able to do it. But yeah, for those of you that are partnered, this is about finding some way to, even if your partner isn't necessarily your intellectual equal, this is about you finding a way to bridge that gap. This month you're really looking for a way to put your relationship on equal footing, to say, right, okay, well, I might be here with this, but how can we get you up here? And actually you're above me with that, so how can I get up to there with you? This is about you finding ways to really make an equal out of your partner, and that is going to really generate some power, some success. It's just going to really put your relationships in a brand new position to really start yielding results for the pair of you. And that's a really beautiful thing. For those of you that are single, this is going to be somebody that's very young, you know, not very young, obviously, but you know what I mean. This is going to be somebody that's young, because the thing is with Capricorns, they tend to shy away from people that are younger than them, because it's like, oh, I can't be dealing with, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not something that Capricorn tends to find attractive. But this person will be young and nimble and, you know, flitting from one thing to another, and they'll be quite dynamic in that sense. And for those of you that are single, this is the type of person that's really going to be attracted to you. And it will be down to you to either let them down gently, or to go somewhere that you've never been before. I really see this person exciting your mind. This person's really, and they're going to give you banter like you haven't had before, and they're going to awaken something in you. And so I see, like, those of you that are single Capricorns having this experience of, wow, I never thought I'd go for somebody younger than me, but actually you really, really fire up my mind, and I find that quite intriguing. For familial relationships, yeah, this is, I will say that conversations with younger people in your life may be a bit tense and a bit strained up until and probably including the 16th. So cut them some slack. And then finally, your key to the month is the Death card. So finally, this is like, and it's interesting because you guys have had this, I think, for like the last 3 months. In some way, shape or form, the Death card has shown up for you. And what this tells me is that this is it. This is it. That moment that I talked about a couple of months ago, where you would get to and you would say, right, I've done it. I've made that final step. I've gone through that final initiation. This is it. This is that moment. You know, this is the month where not only do you see physical, tangible results for all of your previous hard work and hard efforts, but you actually see, you know, the decks have been cleared. This is you going through that final transformation to really, really see results. From the, like I said, from the 18th, 19th onwards, that's the time for you to implement. Ooh, I got a sneeze coming. This is the time for you to really implement stuff. And this is going to be a really, really great month for you. You know, I have no doubt with the cards that I see there that you are going to be able to really generate some real momentum, some real steam. I see you kind of really get into a place where you're just in your stride. And it's like, you're going to look back on the last 2 years and say, do you know what? Yeah, it was tough, and there's been moments that I've absolutely hated and I didn't know if I was going to make it through, but yeah, this feels like me. This feels like Capricorn finally get into their groove and into their element and start just like, you know, like, yeah, I'm really chuffed for you guys. I love this. I absolutely love this. I wish you an abundance of love, like peace, prosperity and abundance, and I can't wait for you to let me know how this plays out for you. Have an amazing month, as I'm sure you will, and I will see you very soon for more videos. Take care.